Good morning, friends. Welcome to SBI Securities morning podcast. In trade yesterday, if we see banking and IT stocks relatively outperform. So let us discuss whether the trend in these two sectors can limit the downside in the Nifty index, as well as we'll discuss the key levels for the market in trade today and the sectors which we expect to relatively outperform and underperform in trade today. First up, coming to the update in the global markets. So in trade yesterday, the Dow rallied by 0.69%, setting a new all-time high. We had the S&P 500 also, which closed above the key psychological level of 6,000 for the first time, while the Dow finished relatively flat in trade. Going ahead, the S&P 500 is likely to continue its northward journey and test the psychological level of 6060 followed by 6120 in the short term. अगर ब्रेंट क्रूड की बात करें तो क्रूड ऑयल में करेक्शन देखा गया था कल के ट्रेडिंग सेशन में, वेर इन द इंडेक्स करेक्टेड बाय नियरली 3% and ended below the 72 levels. Considering the current chart structure, it is likely to continue its southward journey and test the levels of 69 in the short term. If we talk about the dollar index has continued its upward journey, and on Monday it ended at 105.51 with a gain of 0.54%. Going ahead, it is likely to test the levels of 106 in the short term. Coming to the update regarding our markets in trade yesterday. So in yesterday's trading session, the benchmark index Nifty saw buying in the first half of the session, but it struggled to hold above 24,300 mark. This was followed by nearly 200-point correction in the second half, resulting in a small body bullish candle with long upper shadow. The extended upper shadow reflects selling pressure at higher levels. In recent trading sessions, if we see, both Nifty IT and Nifty Bank indices have been outperforming Nifty. The ratio chart of Nifty IT versus Nifty has recently broken out from consolidation, signaling bullish momentum. Additionally, while Nifty experiences a correction, Nifty Bank remains resilient within a stable range. The strong performance by these two heavyweight sectors suggests the downside for Nifty may be limited as long as they continue to outperform. Going ahead for Nifty, 23,960 will act as the immediate support. Any sustainable move below 23,960 will lead to an extension of the selling pressure towards 23,800. On the upside, if we see, the mark of 24,350 will act as the immediate hurdle for the index. अगर ऑप्शन चेन की बात करें तो 24,200 और 24,300 के स्ट्राइक में डिसेंट अमाउंट ऑफ कॉल राइटिंग देखा जा रहा है, वाइल पुट साइड पे मेनली 24,000 और 24,100 के स्ट्राइक में डिसेंट अमाउंट ऑफ पुट बिल्डअप देखा जा रहा है. अगर वीकली सीरीज़ के पीसीआर के बात करें तो करंटली पीसीआर फिगर जो है वीकली सीरीज़ का, इट स्टैंड्स एट 0.72, while for the November monthly series we have the PCR at 1.19. Now coming to the update regarding Bank Nifty. So in trade yesterday, the Bank Nifty outperformed the frontline indices. If we see, it traded in a 883 point range before ending the session at 51,876 with a gain of 0.61%. On the daily scale, it has formed a bullish candle with shadows on either side, signaling indecisiveness and limited commitment from both the bulls and the bears. Going ahead, the zone of 52,300 will act as the immediate hurdle for the index. Any sustainable move above 52,300 will lead to a sharp rally towards 52,700 followed by 53,100 in the short term. While on the downside, the zone of 51,400 will act as the crucial support for the index. Coming to the option chain data, 52,000 and 52,500 strike have significant amount of call writing, while on the put side 51,500 and 51,000 strike have decent amount of put writing. Coming to the weekly series PCR, so it currently stands at 0.83, while for the monthly series the PCR is at 0.99. Now coming to the key market indicators. So the volatility index India VIX ended at 14.27 with a loss of 1.38%. Going ahead, any sustainable move below the levels of 13 will lead to further selling pressure, while on the upside, the zone of 15.916 will act as the immediate hurdle for the index. If we see the advanced decline ratio was largely tilted in favor of the declining counters. Now coming to the key sectors in focus, तो जैसे हमने कहा था निफ्टी बैंक और निफ्टी आईटी ये दो सेक्टर्स एक्सट्रीमली स्ट्रॉन्ग है कंपैरेटिवली. एंड इफ़ यू सी दी सेक्टर्स विच आर अंडर परफॉर्मिंग फ्रॉम अ शॉर्ट टर्म पर्सपेक्टिव आर निफ्टी फार्मा, निफ्टी हेल्थ केयर, निफ्टी एफएमसीजी, निफ्टी ऑटो, निफ्टी मीडिया, निफ्टी ऑयल एंड गैस. We expect these sectors to relatively underperform from a short term perspective. कमिंग टू दी FI डेटा, तो कल के ट्रेडिंग सेशन में भी FIs ने कैश सेगमेंट में सेल किया टू द ट्यून ऑफ 2306 crores, while DIs purchased to the tune of 2026 crores. That's a wrap of today's edition of the podcast. Thank you for regularly tuning in. Do tune in tomorrow for more market updates and insights. Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.